Hello and welcome to Titanium Tarot's Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Libra, okay? So this is going to be for any planet or star you have in your chart under Libra. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, the way I work is that I first pull cards from the Radlech Valentine Fairy Tarot deck, then I clarify those with Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle, and if I need any further clarification, I use Sylvia Netzer's Mirror Truth the Norman deck. We all have an intuition, and it's key that we learn how to use it, so check out the video I post on Monday for that. And a reading is like a snapshot of the possible future that might arise if we continue doing what we've been doing up to this point. If you don't like it, change what you're doing. And thank goodness that we have an unlimited abundance of possibilities to pick from at any given moment. So all you have to do is pick one and go towards it. Now, I first want to thank for all your views, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and absolutely your comments. I adore comments. I might not answer them all, but I absolutely read them all, okay? And yeah, so these videos are to give you a fresh new look at what you're going through, what you will go through, or what you're going through. Alright, so with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, because I'm a Libra sun, let's get into your cards. Yes. Okay. So, please, I think I'm going to have to change my deck at some point. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Librans, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Librans, please come forward and share. And we got the moon, Pisces energy. With the king of summer at the bottom of the deck. And strength as well. Aha. Piece of me. Why am I singing the Reese's Pieces commercial? I'll let you take a piece of me. Who you letting take a piece of you, huh? So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share what I was thinking of Gemini, so maybe listening to Gemini's reading might be relevant, but please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Maybe you have Gemini in your chart. I don't, so, but it is, I just did Gemini. First card you got for the second set, you have the 5 of spring. Spring has sprung with the 6 of autumn. Totally different energy. 6 of autumn and 5 of spring. Okay. Interesting. Next. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Gemmies. Libra, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good. And you got the 6 of summer. You have choice with the 3 of spring, as well as the release card. Ooh. Release. What we releasing, Libs, librarians. Okay. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras. Excuse me. And the card pointing towards the right is the 2 of spring with the wheel and dreamer and awakening at the bottom of the deck. Interesting combination. the world, the dreamer, which is the fool, starting something new, and awakening. So it's going to give you a whole new perspective on stuff. Now, let us clarify. By the way, I use selenite on my decks, so if you're interested, I love them because they're an angelic stone. Purifies stuff. I like it. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good, purifies and elevates. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message. Ooh, we got Mickle a Muckle, with, I'm holding it wrong, with Los Gunas at the bottom of the deck. Yep. Well, we also have the Singer of Initiation pop out, as well as Lattice Moon's daughter. Well, initially it was Lattice, then I saw Initiation, so I took them both. Haha. Yeah. I love doing readings. They always put me in a good mood. They do. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Librans, please come forward and share what we should expect for the coming week by clarifying the 5 of spring and the 6 of autumn. Why is the second set comprised of these 2 cards? Pretty please come forth and tell us. We got the Sage. I'm gonna get wiser with this, as well as Epona's Wild Daughter, and the Bright Mother, and the happiest card in this deck, the Fairy who is kissed by the pixies. Ah! What? Imagine that were my face on the little square. That'd be funny. Alright, so next set we have the 7 of Summer, the 3 of Spring, and the Release card. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras. Please, angels and guides, please come forward and clarify why these 3 cards are here comprising the 3rd set. Please. And we got the Master Maker, which for some reason I'm guided to say that this guy is in his full glory, hanging loose, butt naked, au naturel, au natural. So the cards following that are the Green Woman, au natural. Really? Death and rebirth, but naked. What? And the Journeyman. Now, the next set, you've got the 2 of Spring pointing towards the right, as well as the World, the Fool, and the Awakening card. Now, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they are happening quickly or they're happening in the future. How deep a future, I have no clue. That is up to you. But if you continue doing what you've been doing up to this point, exactly how you've been doing it, it will definitely pan out. Okay? So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share. Please come forward and share why the 4th set is comprised of all these cards, and you got lists of the shadows pointing towards the right. Okay, and at the bottom we have Tintin, the Sylph, as well as Arvo Parrot, and the Spirit Dancer. Spirit Dancer, the Fawn, and the Singer of Transfiguration, This is what I saw that I was like, ooh la la. Yeah. Alrighty. So, let us begin, shall we? Stretch. Actually, give me a moment, please. I need a gulp of water. Looks like a trumpet, doesn't it? Okay, so first set, my gorgeous Librans. We have the moon. The moon is the Pisces card, okay? And I've never actually felt that in a reading. Or at least I don't remember having a twang in my ear. So, the moon, secrecy, powerful intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of a situation, the secrets that are held underneath I'm getting underneath the lake, under cover, something that no one's seen before. You're figuring it out. Like, whew, I can't believe it. Next, you have the King of Summer. Now, the King of Summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted individual. This card says a romantic partner you can trust, and excellent advice that comes from the heart, getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. I feel like you're figuring, what was I getting at? Powerful intuitive epiphanies about a romantic partner that you can trust. Maybe, whoa, this is like a whole new stage of a reading. I've never actually gotten like this far into like a card before. Or have I? I can't remember. In any case, I feel like this relationship is moving up and away, and I feel like you are becoming more entangled, and you are discovering parts of this person that were hidden from you prior. So now it's making sense. Next, you have the Strength card. Now, Strength is Leo/Taurus. Okay? So the card says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Wonderful! You're filled with wonder. I'm just being silly at this point, so don't take it seriously. So you're discovering things about your partner, this romantic partner that you trust and that you can trust. Maybe about something that they have done in the past. I don't feel like it's something that is like the end of a relationship, like worthy of that, but I feel like it's something that you were like, huh, that's interesting. Why didn't you tell me? Should I be worried? And it's like, no, you don't. I was kind of embarrassed and ashamed of myself. I'm just riffing at this point, so don't take it seriously. But if it happens, like, mention it. That'd be cool. Whoa. Alright, next. I feel like this new stage in the relationship is kind of taking you by surprise. Or this intimacy is kind of like, whoa, I did not expect that this soon. Cool. And I feel like you are seeing it like a blessing. Okay? You're seeing it like an everyday blessing, something that just, or if you're not seeing, if it, at least if it's not related to this, okay, there are things happening in your life that you're absolutely noticing more of and you're being appreciative for them. You know? So, I mean, these don't have to be in regards to love. They can be in regards to whatever you see that this applies for in your actual current reality. And that is why I do say at the beginning of every reading, we all have an intuition and it's key that we learn how to use it. So check out the video I post on Monday for that. Okay. Now, next you have los cunas. Now los, alright. Which is interesting because I just thought of Lost. Not the show, but being lost. And then I'm like, well, if she loses herself, like she gets lost, she actually finds what it is she's looking for, which is sunken treasure. And she discovers new parts of herself. And she goes on an adventure, which actually reminded me of something that happened in my past, because I actually got lost in Montreal. It was actually an exercise that I needed to do in class, and I really got lost because my I did not put on the stuff on maps correctly, so I actually got lost. I walked a little too much. And I actually did lose myself. But but what I did find was that even though I got lost, I didn't recognize my where I was going. Okay? I was actually like, I'm like, okay, I'm lost, but I know what to do. I know who to call, and that's who I called, and with their help, I was able to get myself out of a sticky wicket, which is cool. Next, you got Lattice Moon's Daughter. Yes, it is Lattice Moon's Daughter, which talks of light cast and shadow, spiritual guidance, illumination, riddles. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know who to call, and that is light cast and shadow, because yes, I am going to put myself out on a limb there, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say, well, the person I did call was my dad. And he was able to help me get on the right path. But yeah, it's a parent is generally the people you can count on. And I know that my father worked a lot in Montreal, so, and he would know his way around Montreal better than my mom. So that's why I called. I completely own up to the fact that, I couldn't find a way out of it myself. Shit happens. Deal with it. But this happened a couple of years ago. So, now, end of detail. Next, we have the Singer of Initiation, which is passage through trial, triumph, new level. Now, the interesting thing is what I just realized by reading this card would be, this would actually be applicable to my situation if I had done this without the aid of my parents. If I had figured it out myself, well, which I kind of did. But, well, actually, no, I did not. I actually needed his help. And if I had done this by myself, I think I would have gotten out better and sooner. Yeah. So, utilize your intuition. Trust in your intuition and things will go better. Right? Yes. Well, I did trust my intuition and things did go better. Yes, I did. Which was stop and call. So I called, and that's how the problem got fixed. In any case, I'm talking too much. Next, you have the 5 of spring and the 6 of autumn. Now, the 5 of spring, okay, comes up with the opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. Now, this made me think of something else that happened during that same semester. Yeah, I'm going to mention that later. But then you have the 6 of autumn, right? 6 of autumn talks of the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. Now, this gives me another idea. Alright, so the 5 of spring, to me, what it represented was in that same class. I was working with a team, and for some reason we had worked on a project, and I wanted to keep the project. And I saw how another partner of mine would have like to keep it, but she did not say that, so I kept it myself. Now, I sure hope that the good she did that day came back to her. Okay? Because I know that I was not an easy partner to deal with. I surely wasn't. I had my own issues that I still do. That's what happens when you were hit by a car and you had major like trauma, but the trauma wasn't the issue. It was the major the bruise on my brain so big that I really needed to, and this was the first semester that I'm talking about in university, and it was like a complete shock and a complete change in the way I was used to when I was in CEGEP. CEGEP is college, so in Quebec. So I was not the easiest person to work with, nor was I the funnest, because there was a lot of work to be done. But I am very grateful for all the help. And I really hope that that her karma came back and gave her a blessing. I really do. Now, the cards clarifying that, okay, are the Sage, which talks of wisdom, hidden knowledge, retreat, old age, and patience. And I feel like maybe having worked with me taught them something, because I worked on a team, and I hope it taught them something, or else it would have been a waste of time. Next, you have Epona's Wild Daughter. Now, Epona's Wild Daughter talks of inner shadow, nightmare, depression, madness, and growth. Now, I hope, in all hopes, that none of the other words are relevant, but the word that stands out to me is growth, because it allowed me to grow exponentially that first session. Okay? Alright, then you have the birth mother. No, it's the bright mother. What am I talking about? The bright mother. Okay, and the bright mother talks of creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, and sheltering, which is interesting because that semester in that class, what we were working on was our creativity and how we can be creative in a group setting and how we can utilize it for the best of the group, right? Yes. So that is the interesting part. Well, I did learn many lessons. Maybe I actually caused a little rift between my teammates, but I did learn a lot. Now, the next card is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Now, the first thing that I thought of was that I hope that person that karma repaid that person for her kindness and her willingness to work with me. I really do. Because this card is the happiest card in this deck. Okay. It's like the Sun card of tarot, but it's another card. I'll just read the card. It says, love given is love received, the metaphorical open heart surgery. And look at her face. I mean, just look at it. She's over the moon with joy. And I mean, I'm guessing that my reality would be relevant because I'm a Libra sun. So, I mean, I did not know that. I did not realize that while I was at the beginning of this reading. In any case, now you have the 7 of summer. Third set, you have the 7 of summer. Alright, and 7 of summer talks of no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. Make a choice. Stick with it. Just like I made a choice. I decided to go to university before going to work straight away. But I'm glad I did because now I have a better job planned out for me, which is great. Something that I look forward to work with. And it's not just me being behind a counter and doing stuff that I'm not interested in. Next, you have the 3 of autumn, 3 of spring, which, if I'm correct, would talk about that. Plan your next step with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from job well done. Kinda. Job well done. You are doing something that you appreciate, and that is the most important thing. I would not have been able to do my job I would not have been able to do a job in the field that I want if I did not go and get my bachelor's in communication. Next, we have the release card. Now, the release card talks of let go of the past, an ending that makes way for a new beginning, for new opportunities, time to move on. Yeah. Now, how is that relevant? Okay. I am going to clarify. So please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Libras, please come forward and share why the release card is out for the 3rd set. Please, angels and guides. And you got the Sun card, which is different in Lenormand. So let me just tell you all about that. Yeah. The page. The Sun. The Sun card stands for warmth, energy, creativity, or vitality. The Luck card in hand. Profit, success, money, good health, hope, power in abundance. The surrounding topic is currently full of energy and is therefore currently high on the list of priorities. Good care, luck, generosity, enjoying one's luck, allowing oneself to be cheered up, wishes can come true, many possibilities can be used, a market is developing, acting decisively, you can overcome obstacles, it is a good time to solve a problem. Sun and the Moon, both cards include time. The waking time of the Sun during the day and the time of dreaming of the Moon at night. If the mountain is right next to the Sun, no it's not. It indicates pent up energy, a rather explosive potential that should be dissipated. The possibilities can be found in the surrounding layout. Well, you're releasing in order to go to what speaks to you more. Yeah. 3 is in regards to what you do. In regards to satisfaction of a job well done. So you let go of the things in the past. You release the thing. Excuse me. Okay, you release the things in the past in order to go towards what makes you happy. Yay! That is good. Now, the cards clarifying that are A, the Master Maker, which talks of skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength, and invention. So it is the moral strength necessary to leave something behind. Yep. As well as understanding natural magic, expected gratitude, wildness, and untamable creativity. It's understanding that in order for you to really be happy, you need to create some. Now, it's interesting that we have the release card, which is the death card in normal tarot, as well as the death card in this deck. Now, the death card in this deck means natural, timely ending, release, liberation. So, same thing as the last one. You're releasing something and you're moving towards what makes you happy, which is clarified by the journeyman, which talks of adventure, independence, polishing of skills, and travel. Libra, this is amazing. It's great. Now, the next card you got is the Two of Spring. Now, the Two of Spring is the Two of Wands in this deck, and cards pointing towards the right, to me, as a reader, mean that they're happening quickly or they're happening in the future. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if I did, live with it. Now, the Two of Winter, okay, talks of a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity. Partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. I feel like the job that I have manifested for myself due to hard work after having gone to university is exactly what I want to do. Well, it's right up my alley. It's in regards to like what's it called, like where multiple organizations come together and think of a plan to better the situation in their what's it called, in their community or in their field, stuff like that. And I feel like because of the fact that you have found your team, the team you want to work with, and you are going forth with like full steam ahead and you're super happy, okay, it will allow you to fulfill a cycle, right? You have the World, which is brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction. When you complete a cycle, you will go anywhere you so choose. A journey that is now complete. When I see this card, okay, I think of the hummingbird in nature, okay, and the hummingbird goes in any direction it wants. You can go up, down, sideways, forwards, whatever. You can fly in any direction it wants. That is what I think of. And by the way, hummingbirds are of high vibration. They're so happy and joyous. Have you seen a hummingbird? Can you actually like see their wing flapping? You can't. You see a hue. You see a fuzz. You know, you see a blur. That's basically what you see. So high vibe that it's moving too quickly for normal eyes to catch it. Alright, next you have the dreamer. Now, because you have tapped into the hummingbird energy, you are so high vibe and you're great, you're amazing. You will be able to start a new relationship. Well, it could be a relationship or a new journey fully free, because the dreamer in this deck is the Fool in normal deck, right? You have the 0 on top. The Fool is usually the 0 card, right? And so this card says, embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Yeah, trust yourself. Trust it. Oh wait, wrong slot. Next you have the Awakening card. So whatever this new adventure is teaching you is going to be eye-opening for you, right? Because the Awakening card talks of change, the way you're looking at a situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So it's basically You're taking a pause in action to look at something differently. Why do I feel like I said that before in this deck? Ah, yet again. Why? Excuse me. Happened twice. So I don't know. When did I mention that you were going to change a viewpoint? Did I mention it as I pulled the card? I can't remember. I'm not sure anymore. And yeah. Change viewpoint. I feel like it might have been in the clarifying cards. In the, well, yeah, with Mikkel and Muckle. I did mention something about seeing the blessings that surround you. Next, okay, so the first card, clarifying it, is the list of the shadows pointing towards the right. Now, as I said, cards pointing towards the right to me mean that they're happening in the future or they're happening quickly. Okay, now list talks of healing the shadows, addictions, bondage, self-esteem. I feel like it's more like healing the shadows, and you're gaining self-esteem because you are getting used to something new and exciting, which is great. Then you have list, right? No, yeah. Tintin the Sylph. List is the card I just read. So now you have Tintin the Sylph. Tintin talks of acute intellect, quickness, mental synthesis, and discernment. You are able to see what is... Now that you've completed a cycle, now that you can go in any direction, you now know what is for you, what's for your best interests, and what is not. Okay? Yep. Now, then you have Arvel Parrot. Now, Arvel Parrot talks of communication. So, when you know what you want and what you don't want, you need to voice that out in order for the universe to bring it to you. Next. I'm saying that as if I know clearly what I'm talking about, but sometimes I need to do that myself. Voice what I want. Now, next card is the Spirit Dancer. Okay, and the Spirit Dancer talks of self-esteem, freedom, and exploration. You can basically go in any direction you want. Is basically what I'm getting. The Hummingbird that we got with the world. Next, you have the Fawn. Now, the Fawn, alright, talks of understanding the nature of nature, natural wisdom, natural magic. Which is because you have completed a cycle, because you have gotten through and you have become the hummingbird of your life, you now know where to go in any single situation. It doesn't matter the situation you find yourself in, all you need to do is go there, and you know how to get there. So, you understand the nature of a situation, which is amazing. And due to all this hummingbird situation and understanding the nature of a situation, you have transformed yourself from what you were to what you are now, which is amazing. A lot of people, I'm talking big terms, but I might actually be talking about small term. Small thing. Small changes. Small changes put together make a gigantic change. Okay? So, fit it where this applies. Oh my goodness. I just realized something. Look at these numbers. You have the world, which is 21, and the awakening card, which is number 12, with the 0 in the middle. That's cute. It's like they mirror each other. Really? In any case, Now, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the amount in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment because I love comments. I read them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous Libras, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye!